Previously on Solo TV 84.
This is a good question. What qualifies a man to be suitable in your eyes? Like suitable as a partner or mate, you know?
Obviously, like I said, he has to be very intellectual. But also it's just like, do you have, are you a gentleman? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you treat me? Are you kind to me? Are you compassionate towards me? Are you trustworthy? You know, what are you bringing to the table that I don't have that's going to help me grow? You know what I'm saying?
Now, you bring up what he brings to the table, and you bring up he's a gentleman and can he help you grow? But, like, what do you bring to the table then in turn?
Yeah, no, I'm going to bring you support. I'm going to bring you love. I'm going to bring you respect. I'm going to bring compassion. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that you're in a secure environment when you're with me, that you're happy and that you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to put all this stuff on the table, you better give me something. Okay?
You know what, Kiana, like, you've been watching my videos.
I have not.
You stop out of it. Because you know what? Usually when I ask women what they bring to the table, I've had women say, "What are you talking about?" I had a woman literally say this, "I am the table." I'm like,
the table.
And I'm like, "What do you mean you are the table?" And then I had another woman say vision. And then it was kind of like a talk about, what do you mean by vision? Then she brought up, well, you know, vision is like, I'll help you get to your goals. Mm-hmm. But what if he's already at his goals, or he's just, you know... But you bring up, like, what you bring to the table is support. What else did you say? I forgot.
Support, honesty, respect. I'm going to be compassionate towards you. I'm going to make sure you're happy and you're healthy, right?
So how would you keep your man happy?
I mean, for me, it's just kind of like you have to just make sure that he's happy.
Right.
Right? So for me, it's like,
so
just
would
bring
that mean
a
you would
smile
cook,
to his face.
Would you cook and clean for your man?
Of course. I could.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes.
Yo, bruh, let's get her a contract right now, son. What's that? Okay, so you cook, but what about cleaning? Because I know a lot of women don't want to clean. Let's keep it 100. Do you?
No.
Because you probably have a maid, so what's...
Oh, I probably have a maid. No.
I mean, let's say your man's house is messy, and like, let's say you were cooking for him and you know he was about to come home. Would you, if you had enough time, clean the house, or would you not?
Done it.
Are you just saying that because the camera?
I kid you. Ask him.
Okay.
Ask him.
Now.
I used to, like, I mean, like, it's just, you just do what you have to do. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to make their man happy differently because every man is different.
Facts.
So for me, it's not about cooking and cleaning. For me, it's like, when you come to me after you've had a rough day, do you need to talk about it? You can vent to me. I'm here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Do you need someone to give you an honest opinion on a business plan?
Maybe he had a rough day and he wants you to make him a meal because he just, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Then no problem. Let's do that.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I hate cooking. So you got to know that I care about you if I'm going to cook for you.
Right.
Because I hate cooking.
Now, Ken, let me ask you this. And I'm pretty sure you've got a lot of girlfriends, a lot of pretty girls.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Solo TV 84. I'm your gracious host, Solomon Jones. And some of you may remember that footage. This was from the interview, or one of the interviews that I did earlier this summer with Kiana, where we were talking about different things. And I was recently watching a video by one of those female hypergamous dating coaches who talks about what makes a man want to be a provider. Now, I thought the video was very interesting, and she actually did a decent job. If I want to be fair, she did a decent job. I'm not even gonna lie. However, let me point out the things that I do agree with in that video. Number one, I totally agree that you can't make a man want to be a provider for you, right? With certain men, and I think that a lot of women don't realize this, is that there are certain women that inspire men, that motivate men to want to be their best self. It's not something that is necessarily ingrained in them or wired, as this woman is trying to say, but there's certain men that they were raised in a certain environment, or they were raised in a certain way, or they were able to see what a healthy relationship is like, where there's mutual respect among the sexes. Something that's not really pointed out a lot is that for a man to provide for a woman, the woman has to be able to respect the man. And as part of that respect is her willing to follow the man's leadership, which is a topic that often kind of gets overlooked really swiftly, right? Another thing that she talks about is that it's not a woman's job to raise a masculine man. And I totally agree with that, because of the fact that women will never be able to do so at 100% capacity, as she mentioned. I totally agree with that. And this is why it's very important that if you are a man and you have a child, that you are in that, child's life, particularly that boy's life. And I know recently Ramil Amir, shout out to Ramil, has kicked up a lot of dirt by saying that being stepdads are simps. But you see so many men now being raised in female-led environments that a lot of men are doomed and set up for failure when it comes to navigating, not just in regards to the treacherous, waters of modern mating and dating, but also life in general. But one of the biggest things that this woman said that I've been saying for years now is the fact that a lot of the problems stem from single motherhood. If you are a single mother, you are dooming your young boy, your young son, in regards to understanding his full role as a man. And here's the big important part. A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. That's a man's job. A woman can certainly teach a man certain traits of, affection or how a woman's role is in a relationship. But that is a man's job. And I think that when you look at this from the angle of when women are talking about providers and not dealing with 50-50 men, a lot of these women that have the biggest complaints, that are shouting this out from the mountaintops, are women who are what? Single mothers. I read one comment about a woman talking about, I make 6 figures, I got a master's degree, and I got a 6-year-old son, but I'm tired. I'm tired of being a single mother, and I want somebody to help me. Well, the reality is this. If for a woman like that who's hypergamous, if she's making 6 figures, she's going to want a man that's at minimum making the same money that she is, preferably more. And if she does meet that man, he probably has options where if he especially is a single man, he's not going to be dealing with a single mother. So this was very refreshing for me to hear this particular hypergamous dating coach point out one of the elephants in the room that I've been talking about for the last 3 years. I've been talking about this topic for the last 3 years, and people are saying, why is it something that you bring up? Because I saw these women coming a mile away, and I've been warning you, brothers. And now these women are here, and now that's one of the reasons why now this topic of tricking and being a stepdad and the cleanup man has been such a resurgence of this topic that never goes away. When I've been consistently telling you guys for 3 years who these women are, what they look like, and what they want. Now, here's some of the things that I don't agree with in regards to being a provider. Number one, there's no this whole thing about alpha males want to be providers and beta males don't. Actually, dum-dum, it's the other way around. If you look at women's dual mating strategy, y'all get knocked up by the alpha male, and then you guys go to a beta male to provide for you. This is why a lot of these women are asked out in the dating game, because if y'all so-called were able to get these alpha males, y'all wouldn't be watching these female hypergamous dating coaches. So what is my point? My point is that a lot of women will let the alpha smash, but the beta's got to pay. And this is something that's been talked about in the men's spaces for decades, okay? Even when I came over a decade ago in the male space, this is something that we've been talking about forever. This is nothing new. But these women are trying to make it seem like no, real alpha males provide when it's the beta males that are the ones that have the incentive to provide. Why is that? Because it's the beta males that are not the pre-selected males in regards to sexually that you women want. You women want the beta male after you've been ran through, after you got bastard children out of wedlock, after you realize that life isn't simple and easy. So now you want to level up, secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? And so here's the reality. And And so a thing that's not talked about is in 2020, there's really not a lot of pros for a man to want to be a provider to women. I can't believe the hypergamous dating coach completely missed this, but why would men, number one, provide for something that another man didn't have to provide for? So what that Steph Clinskill voice, what that mean? What that means is, why would I as a man provide for a woman who claims to be traditional, but yet she's not a virgin? She probably has been with multiple men. And if she's a single mother and you meet her, why am I providing for a woman that let damn near half the town hit? Which then brings me to my second point, number 2. What are these women bringing to the table that is worth providing for? What makes you worthy? You see, a lot of these women get on YouTube and y'all think that men have to provide because you are women, because you are women that are feminine. No, boo-boo, that comes with the whole ensemble. That's like getting a bicycle and you ain't getting the wheels with it. No, that comes with it. What else? And this is the main issue with you women, because you women think that because now you've stumbled upon this mythical thing of femininehood or being femininity, that this will help you get a rich man or man of means. When women of other cultures and from different groups, not just different groups, but even if you were to look at certain other groups of women that are the same skin tone as you but from different regions, realize that it takes more than femininity to get a certain type of man. It takes a certain type, and it takes more than just your attitude to get a certain type of man. It takes more than just cleaning to get a certain type of man. And a lot of you women are learning this now, and you think that you've stumbled upon this cheat code when this is nothing new. This is something that should be a given. But the problem is that a lot of women, when you really sit them down and say, what do you bring to the table that will enhance a man's life? A lot of women are completely clueless, and they think that because they are a woman, right? Like I was saying in the video with Kiana, where I interviewed a woman and she said, I am the table. Or I interviewed another woman who said vision. It's basically a bunch of hogwash, a bunch of BS that really is not tangible. We live in a culture now where you women are basically set free because of feminism. Y'all can go around and do whatever you want, be with whoever you want. And this is one of the reasons why marriages are down, is because women don't see the point of trying to get married, right? And the ironic part is, you now have women. I saw a video by Abe and Dash, I believe, shout out to them, where you have women now complaining that men aren't making enough money. So what do you want? Do you want to be independent and free, where you're not relying on a man? Or do you want to be a quote unquote provided for, be in a traditional relationship? You can't have it both ways. And I see a lot of women that want it both ways, and it just doesn't work like that. So you have women now complaining who are making too much money that there aren't men on their level. Well, this is what you wanted, isn't it? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this topic. I know I rambled a bit long. I might make a part 2. It's your boy Jones. More to come, more interviews, more specials. And I'm out. Peace.
Dom the Monko.